One More Lie is a song about lying. That's it, that's all you need to know. One More Lie is a song about lying, but it's also about sort of almost backstabbing and people just saying a lie to help better their game and make themselves look better, and not caring about who they're lying to, like a friend or a loved one, but they just keep doing it, and it becomes a mess, and they don't see it's happening, and eventually these lies and everything catch up. But it was also written about me and my brain. It was written around the same time as a lot of the Chasing Sunsets stuff, which focuses more on sort of my mental health during the lockdown in 2020. And One More Lie is the same. It's me lying to myself, saying that everything's going to be fine, when the other part of my brain is saying, no it's not, no it's not. And I don't know which part is lying and which part is me. And it's just my head going, nah, everything's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But it's that kind of trying to get out of that self-doubt and talk yourself up. Everything's going to be fine, everything's going to be fine. I know it's a lie, but everything's going to be fine, but it's not a lie, but it is a lie. Originally that song pushed to nearly like 5.5 minutes long, with sort of the music and the intros and the outros, and it was really difficult for me to pick and choose which bits to cut, because I didn't want that song to be 5.5 minutes long, but it was for a long time. I tried a version that was a lot shorter, and it must have come down to about 4 minutes, but it was missing so much. So it ended up being, I think it's somewhere between 4.5 minutes and maybe 4 minutes 50. But I felt it needed to be that long. The sound of One More Lie is inspired by a band called Simple Creatures, which is Mark Hoppus of Blink-182 and Alex Gaskarth of All Time Low. They came together and did this little thing they call trash pop as a genre. And One More Lie takes a little bit of influence from them. I quite like the sound of One More Lie because it's another song that matches that kind of sound that Distracting and Her Ghost and even Someone were kind of setting up at the start of the album. And we've had a few songs that have kind of changed the sound, but One More Lie sort of brings that back in. That song's definitely one that I think needs to be on at about 12:30 in the morning, and if you're driving through like a city or somewhere with kind of just lights flashing by you. That's the image I have in my head anyway. There's many layers in One More Lie. It started off as a very simple sort of just rhythm on acoustic with a bit of bassy synth mixed in, and I wasn't going to do much guitar heavy stuff on it, and then I started to add little guitar layers here and there, and realised, oh, these are really filling this out, and it ended up becoming a lot heavier than I intended. But I love that when that happens with a song, because I have an idea in my head, but then when I get it out of my head, it ends up being completely different. I like to let the creativity behind a song drive it. I don't want to drive it myself and be like, no, it's got to sound like this, when the song wants to sound like this. I want to let it happen, because then that usually means it's the most natural that the song can sound. That makes sense? Good. One More Lie is out now as part of the In Space album, which is available to buy, stream and download on all major platforms, so please go check it out.